Hi, I'm Josh, and today I'm going to show you how to make this fantastic Goan pork vindaloo, an iconic dish marinated in aromatic spices and slow cooked to perfection. I'll also show you how to reduce the heat and enjoy the fantastic Goan flavours. Cooking inside tonight as it's pitch black out already and torrential rain, so apologies for the poor lighting and camera angles. Before I begin, please take a second to subscribe, like the video and switch on notifications. Thanks. First, we're going to create a paste to marinate the pork belly. Add the Kashmiri chillies along with their seeds. If you're making a reduced heat version, just cut the tops off and the seeds will simply fall out for you to discard. Next, I'm adding a scotch bonnet chilli. Again, completely optional if you don't like that much heat. In with the cassia bark, tip in the peppercorns, cumin seed, mustard seed, cloves, and finally, for now, the turmeric powder. Give it a good blitz to create a fine powder. If you have a pulse mode on your blender, this works best. When you've got a fine powder, add the garlic cloves, ginger. I would suggest cutting it up into bits, as this piece gave me a little hassle, and then the vinegar. Blitz again until you get a nice aromatic paste. Don't breathe it in as it can be a bit potent now. Now, I've cut the pork belly into small cubes and removed some of the excess fat. Pork belly is a great meat for this dish, as these layers will render down perfectly when cooking. Add the marinade paste, making sure to cover every piece. Cover and allow to marinate for a minimum of an hour. I personally leave overnight. Warm a pan on low to medium heat. Add the oil and the onions. Give them a good stir through and fry gently until they turn translucent. This can take around 10 minutes, so just move them around every now and then so they don't stick and burn. Time to the sliced bird's eye chillies. I've used 3 here, but would probably use more next time. If you don't want the heat but still want the flavour, you can reduce it by removing the seeds and the white pith from all of the chillies, as this is where most of the heat comes from. Remember, if you've been chopping these sorts of chillies, to wash your hands well after. Add in the marinated meat, sprinkle over the salt and give it a mix through to start rendering down. Lower the heat to low and allow it to cook for around 10 minutes. Give it a good stir through and allow it to continue slowly melting down the pork and infusing the spices for another 10 minutes. Add the boiling water and give it a mix to combine. Continue cooking on low flame for about 20 minutes, giving it a stir occasionally to ensure nothing is sticking. Every now and then, stir in the fantastic caramelisation that is building up around the edges of the pan. Add the vinegar and sugar, stir through well, and allow it to reduce for a further 10 minutes until the sauce is the consistency you require. Taste to see if you need to season it any more, adding some more salt, sugar or vinegar if required. I like the vinegar twang, so I'm adding around a tablespoon more. If you want to, scoop off any excess oil. I keep a pot of all the oil I remove in the freezer to add back into future dishes. Vindaloo is a great dish and is even better prepared in advance so that the flavours mature and the meat absorbs the spices. Simply refrigerate and use within 3 days, heating thoroughly before use. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Give the video a thumbs up if you're still here, and don't forget you can see this and all of my other dishes on my website at thecurrykid.co.uk.